All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We're back again with another live stream, bringing you the latest in Chelsea transfer news and Chelsea news, period. Hope you all are doing well wherever you guys are. We are back. And every single week, ladies and gentlemen, every single week we say, this week has to be the week. This has to be the week where Caicedo deal happens. This is it. And every week we get disappointed. Week after week after week, we keep getting disappointed. And now it's come to a point where, like, I mean, can this be done? Because we're on 17th of July, ladies and gentlemen. 17th of July. I believe the squad, Chelsea squad, flies out today to the United States. Yeah, another trim, man, another trim. And also got a nice fade as well. So, yeah, man, hold on. Let me just... Yeah, man. Really like the haircut. But, yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, 17th of July, our team flies out today for the United States tour. And Caicedo is going to be flying out with Brighton, not Chelsea Football Club, because Brighton are going to the United States as well. So Caicedo is going to be flying out with Brighton. Caicedo apparently is not happy. He seems to be unhappy. This is the report that's flying around from Ben Jacobs. I would be unhappy too, because I don't want to be in a plane. Like, put yourself in this situation. I don't want to be in a plane with a group of players that I'm pretty certain I'm not going to be with them any longer. I'd rather be in a plane trip with a group of players that, you know, actually going to be my teammates down the track, potentially will be my teammates. So it would be very awkward for Caicedo to sit down on the plane, travel to Brighton, because, yeah, all of these players, they will know. All of these players, they will know that Caicedo is looking to leave Brighton Football Club, and they will all know that it's Chelsea that's interested, and he wants Chelsea as well. He absolutely wants us. Look, I've been quite adamant all throughout this particular transfer window that I don't want to be too critical about our board, our ownership. I think we've done a splendid job of getting so many players out, and we're still on the verge of getting more players out. Romelu Lukaku's situation, I think we've handled it very well. This new ownership, this new board. Callum Hudson-Odoi looks like he's on the way out. But I have to say, I mean, I get it. Caicedo transaction is a high-profile one. Yeah, it's a big one. And whenever there is a big transaction that needs to happen, it has a tendency of drawing out, and it has a tendency of being prolonged. You see how Declan Rice, how long it took Arsenal Football Club to get Declan Rice. The rumors of Declan Rice to Arsenal were running a long time ago, but it's taken them a while. Even after we got the here we go, it took another further maybe 2 weeks to get the announcement. So I can understand Caicedo being a super transaction, being one of those high profile transactions, and for Brighton as well, they want to make sure that they get as much as money as possible. But it's high time now. It's high time. It really is high time. I'm not even going to say this week has to be the week, even though this week most definitely has to be the week. This week, we need to have Caicedo at Chelsea Football Club, because any later than this, we are already starting to play some, preseason games. This week, we're going to play our first preseason game. And then I think over the weekend, we'll play another one. So if it's not this week, Caicedo is missing out a lot of the preparation. So, you'd think our board, as much as they were on the front foot with players leaving the football club, they needed to be a little bit more on the front foot with players that they want in. Ugarte, we left that transaction as soon as possible, which is fantastic. We reacted well. Of course, we got players like Nicholas Jackson. We got Angela Gabriel, and a few other youngsters. But Caicedo is the most important one. Caicedo is the biggest piece in the jigsaw puzzle that we have right now. So hopefully this is it, man. I feel embarrassed to say this week is the week, because how many times have we said that? How many times have we said that? And it still hasn't happened. Kingsley, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. I'm starting to think Paul Winstonley is a novice DOF. No, I don't think so. Look, this is what I mean. I see a lot of people being upset with the board, being upset with Paul Winstonley. We have to also understand the madness that Paul Winstonley has done. Like, it's been a crazy transfer window, ladies and gentlemen. We have to appreciate that. We cannot just be smashing our board because they're not being able to get this one over the board quickly enough. But it is frustrating. I'm not saying don't be frustrated. Of course it's frustrating. We would have liked to have this player in. A lot of you guys have been telling me on DMs, on Twitter, on Instagram, that rivals are strengthening quick and they're sorting themselves out. You look at Man United, got themselves Andre Onana, got themselves Mason Mount. Now they're on the lookout for Højlund, striker, maybe a midfielder. You look at Liverpool, they got themselves McAllister, Szoboszlai. They're looking to move on to the next targets. They're potentially going to lose Fabinho and Henderson. So rivals are moving strong. Besides Man City, but Man City are so far ahead anyway. We rather them not do any damage. Arsenal, they got themselves Kai Havertz, they got themselves Jurriën Timber, they've got themselves Declan Rice, and they're still on the lookout for another midfielder, perhaps. So, teams are moving quick. And we seem to have stalled a little bit. Lucky, big up to you as well. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Over 300 people live already after 7 minutes. Smash the like button, guys. Let's pick up those likes. Take a moment right now before we go through the news and really elaborate on this story a little bit more in regards to Caicedo. What is actually happening? WTF? What the F is actually happening with Moises Caicedo deal? We'll have a look into it. Some scary little bits and pieces that Fabrizio Romano is saying in regards to Brighton. Like, we expect it to be accelerated this week, but nothing is guaranteed. Brighton may not even do it by this week. So, look, we'll talk about all of that. Smash the like button, guys. Let's pick up those likes. Only 55 likes after 310 people live. Let's pick up those likes, guys. You guys are always here on a regular basis. You support the channel. You enjoy the live stream. So smash the like button. Get those likes up to 200. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Let's get those subscriptions to 25,000, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very close to it. Okay. We're going to go through the news, and then we're going to pick up as many comments as I can on the live chat to make a good discussion out of all of this. We already replaced Aspie, Cooley, Kai, and Gusto, Colwell, and Kunku. People don't say these things, don't see these things. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, man. There's a lot of good that we've done, and people need to realize that. People definitely need to realize that. All right, let's have a look into this. Okay. Chelsea Dodger. Chelsea are set to increase their bid of more than 70 million guaranteed plus an add-on fee for Moises Caicedo. This will be done in a verbal discussion in the hope of convincing Brighton. Chelsea wants the deal done next week, but there are no guarantees with Brighton. They are speaking every day. There's no guarantee with Brighton that the deal will be done next week. So, look, a lot of crazy information here. First of all, Chelsea are set to increase their bid of more than 70 million. Are we still stuck in 70 million? 17th of July, ladies and gentlemen. Are we still stuck at 70 million being the guaranteed amount? Like, we know Brighton will not accept that. Brighton want close to 100 million. Okay, if we don't get too close to 100 million, maybe get as far as 90. And in order to get to 90, maybe you have to get to 80 million guaranteed and plus 10 million in add-on, or maybe 85 million in guaranteed and 5 million in add-on. The fact that we are at 70 million guaranteed, come on, man. Like, that was old news. Do you know what I mean? Like, about a month ago, I remember David Ornstein dropped a bombshell saying that we We put in a 60 million bid. That was our first bid, a 60 million bid. Why are we playing, Tom and Jerry over here? Like, we need to show some sort of assertiveness. Like, we've played the game. Like, it's been long enough. Like, now it's 17th of July. Now it's time to finish things off. Like, even Declan Rice to Arsenal has happened already, even though how blockbuster transfer that was. Like, it's done now. Declan Rice is an Arsenal player. We need Caicedo to be a Chelsea player ASAP. Why are we still stuck at 70 million? Why is it now, after 17th of July, now we're thinking about increasing our bid? The bid should have been increased a couple of weeks ago. I reckon if you get to 90, maybe we can do something. Surely there's no way Brighton's going to accept 70 million guaranteed and 20 million in add-ons. Max, they would probably agree on add-ons is 10 million. Damon, thank you so much for the super chat. We should bid for another player and scare Brighton. That's the other thing. Like, who are we going to bid for? There's literally, like, we're not linked with anyone else. A lot of people are saying Romeo Lavia. We're not linked. Like, we're not advanced. The conversation's nowhere near. If anything, Romeo Lavia is probably more advanced with Liverpool or Arsenal Football Club. Liverpool and Arsenal probably done more homework. And Lavia seems like he prefers those teams. They're in Europe. Arsenal's in Champions League. Liverpool's in Europa. And both those teams are probably more equipped in challenging for the Premier League title. What makes you think Lavia will choose us ahead of them? I know you're going to throw, well, what made you think that Caicedo? But Caicedo's one is advanced. We're in advanced conversation. We've not started conversations with Lavia. Like, Fabrizio Romano tweeted this yesterday. We've not been in conversation. Like, yeah, we're interested, but we're not in conversation at all at an advanced stage with Lavia. So all of a sudden now, like, drop. This is what I've been saying for the past couple of weeks. We are neck deep with Caicedo. If we were neck deep with another midfielder, no problems. But we are literally neck deep. We're about to just drown. If it's not Caicedo, we're going to have to start with someone else immediately. And you best believe we're not going to get that player by the end of this month. And then Premier League starts. Premier League starts in about 3.5 weeks. Let's say 4 weeks. Premier League starts in 4 weeks. Do you know what I mean? We need Ganswood Miss. Do you live near Sydney Airport? I always hear planes in your videos. Yeah, man, I do. And because this room actually used to be a balcony, and I've enclosed it. I've enclosed the balcony and made it into a room. I'm literally just 2 kilometers away from the domestic airport. So this is why you guys always hear planes, this, that, the other. I'm sorry if you guys hear planes. I can't do anything about it. I can't shoot the planes down. I'll be in a lot of trouble. So the planes have got to carry on. And you're going to hear noise. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. This is what it is. I do live close to the airport. Yes, I do. But, yeah, it's crazy. Kingsley, thank you so much for the super chat. I need Baghdad Iqbali and Bowley to take over now. Yeah, man. Probably do. House tour Miz. I'll probably do a video. I'll do a video very soon of my entire place. And then the next thing, this will be done in verbal discussion in the hope of convincing Brighton. Chelsea wants the deal done next week. So we want the deal done next week. Why next week? Why not all this week? Why haven't we done this all this week? Why next week? Anyway, but there are no guarantees with Brighton. They are speaking every day. So this is what scares me. There's no guarantee with Brighton that the deal will be done next week. There's no guarantee with Brighton. There is absolutely no guarantee with Brighton that the deal will be done next week. This is what scares me, man. This is why I don't want to deal with Brighton ever again. This is it. This will be the very last transaction ever with Brighton, hopefully, because Brighton, they know they're a selling club. They want to make the most out of their assets. They didn't make enough, obviously, with McAllister because McAllister had a release clause. They want to make sure that they make up for that lost money from McAllister with Caicedo, but never again. I know Brighton will have in the future Evan Ferguson, Mitoma, and Ciso, but no deal. Let them be. Let them go somewhere else because dealing with these guys are difficult, man. They're very difficult. Paul Winstanley, being a ex-Brighton employee, even he's finding it difficult. You'd think he'd know the ins and outs. Even he's finding it difficult. Sachif, thank you so much for the super chat. I live in Sydney as well. Big up to you as well, man. Big up to all the people that are living in Sydney. Thank you so much. Rakibul Alaham, thank you so much for the super chat. Look, I'm going to try my best to read this. This is, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is in my language, Bengali, but I'm not proficient in Bengali, man. Yeah, I can talk, I can speak, but I can't really read it that well. But I'm going to give it a try. Miss, আমি আপনার ভিডিও অনেক পছন্দ করি এবং তাসমানিয়া থেকে প্রতিদিন দেখি. Nice. So basically what Rakibul is saying, he enjoys my video. He enjoys my video and he watches it every day from Tasmania. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, man. Tried my best. Ganswood has written in Bengali as well, man. I'm not even going to try that. Very, very difficult. Yeah, let's go through the news. Keep going through the news for Caicedo before we take up some comments. Okay, Chelsea Dodgers again. Moises Caicedo is really unhappy. So he's really unhappy that an agreement for a move to Chelsea isn't in place yet. Progress is expected this week as Chelsea prepare a new offer of 70 million plus. Once again, 70 million plus. What's that going to do? I think if we don't get to at least 90 million, I don't know. I don't think they're going to accept it. So look, I can understand. Moises Caicedo is really unhappy. I'd be unhappy as well. All along, I've been wanting to join Chelsea Football Club. I still can't. Now I'm having to travel to the United States with Brighton. It would be awkward. It would be so awkward. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute ago, Mr. Fabrizio Romario. Understand Chelsea will improve their bid for Moises Caicedo this week as revealed yesterday. It's not about official bids as Chelsea Brighton are discussing directly club to club. But proposal will be improved more than 70 million fixed. Chelsea hope to get it done this week. How is this any different? How is this any different to this? How is this any different? This is what sometimes I get so annoyed with Fabrizio's tweets. They're the same thing. They're the same thing over and over again. He puts in a new tweet as if to say there's new information. Like this came in 7:23 a.m. for me, 12 hours ago. This particular news was 12 hours ago, 70 million guaranteed. 12 hours later, Fabrizio says the same thing. Why? What have I forgotten? 12 hours later? Have I got dementia? Like have I got, short-term memory loss? Sorry, dementia. Did I say dementia? Dementia. Have I got dementia? Short-term memory loss, man. 12 hours later. Give me something new. And if there's nothing new, just retweet what you tweeted before. Every 12 hours, or like you're just literally saying the same thing. There's nothing new. If there's nothing new, don't tell me. Like at least Ben Jacobs has given us something new in the sense that Moises Caicedo is unhappy. Okay, that's new. Because all this time he seemed like he was happy. Well, at least there's something new. He's unhappy now. Fab, you've not really said anything, my brother. You've said this, and then I'm pretty sure. Look, already 3,488 likes. People are like, wow, what a tweet. I never knew about this one. 417 retweets. Yay! This is brilliant. To all the people that are consistently liking this as well, you got no idea, man. You got no idea. You got no idea what you're liking. You're liking the same thing. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. All right, let's see what you guys are saying before we go on to the next topic. Ladies and gentlemen, smash the like button, by the way. Let's get those likes up to 400. We've got 524 people live right now. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash the like button. Get those likes up to well over 300 straight away. T1, thank you so much for the super chat. Do you think Poch might be thinking if the youngsters play well with Enzo, he'll go into the season with what we currently have? Poch's babes like Busby. Nah, man. Nah. Caicedo is needed, man. Like, even Enzo is young. Even Enzo is young. Amnesia means not dementia. Yeah. One or the other, one of the shares. But yeah. Nah, look, Andre Santos he's not ready to run an entire season with Enzo Fernandez. As I said, even Enzo Fernandez is young. We need a strong midfielder next to Enzo, man. Cesare Casady is not ready. He needs most likely a loan. Santos definitely can be in the team, no problems. Andre Santos can be part of the first team structure, but not start every single day, every single match with Enzo Fernandez. They're just not ready. Conor Gallagher is not Chelsea level. So yeah, Caicedo is a must. I'm sorry, man. Sachif, thank you so much for the super chat. Big up from United fan. Where do you stay in Sydney? Let's link up. Yeah, Sachif. Look, we'll think about the link up down the track, man. I don't just willy-nilly link up with anyone and everyone. Let's get to know each other a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we can link up. We can link up sometime, man. And look, linking up is not that easy for me. Full-time job, father of two, got a family to look after, man. I don't just have tons of time available on my hand to go and willy-nilly link up and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get to know each other a little bit more, Sachif, before we start linking up, my man. Thanks. I hope you understand. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying. Ms. Big Up from India, do you think Chelsea should do the swap deal with Juventus involving Vlahovic if that's the only way to get Lukaku out the door? My man, there is no swap deal. Vlahovic is going to PSG, and with that money, hopefully Juventus buys Romelu Lukaku. So that's that, man. That's that. Chelsea Ultra, Caicedo is only 20 with just one Premier League season behind him, yet we act like this kid. Already a world-class generational talent. Yeah, okay. All right, fair enough. He's young, but at least he has one full season under his belt playing at Brighton. I think before that he had half a season as well. So there is that experience. Does Andre Santos have that? Are we okay? I want to know. Are you okay, ladies and gentlemen? Are you guys okay to have Enzo Fernandez and Andre Santos to lead our midfield? Like, is that what you guys want? RS70 saying, isn't he 24? Yeah, how old is Caicedo? Is he 20? Caicedo is 20? Caicedo age 21. He's 21. He'll be 22 on 2nd of November. But at least he's got a whole solid season, and then before that there was half a season as well. I think he's been around in the Premier League for 1.5 seasons. So you can't disregard that particular wealth of experience, right? Unless if you guys are willing to throw the dice with Andre Santos and Enzo Fernandez. Like, I don't know. I feel like that would be a little bit crazy. Do you know what I mean? Some people are saying let's get Amrabat. Man United's on that case at the moment. Is what is going on is that Chelsea are trying to lowball the ballpark fee. Yeah, look, I understand. I get it. I get we're trying to lowball it, but there needs to be some sort of you need to have some sort of conscious around what's going on, in the market. Like, there's no way Caicedo is going to be worth 70 million guaranteed, or like you're going to have to get to 80 million guaranteed. I have to say, you have to get to 80 million guaranteed plus 10 million in add-ons. I think that might do the trick. Even that might not even be enough, if I'm being absolutely honest, man. I think Brighton have got their eyes set on how much Declan Rice was worth, and now they're absolutely fixated to that price. There is a genuine belief from Chelsea that Brighton will eventually accept 80 million for Moises Caicedo. So this is from Bobby Vincent. This has been the notion from the get-go. Fabrizio Romano said as well, from the get-go, 80 million, 80 to 85 million. But in recent times, this has changed. In recent times, Brighton have got their eyes on the Declan Rice price. I don't know, man. Look, how long is this going to drag on for, ladies and gentlemen? How long? We needed, like, last week was the last week. Last week was the final week where we needed Caicedo to be at Chelsea Football Club. And he's still not here. Can we go on another week? Can we wait another 1 week? Can we wait another 2 weeks? Doesn't matter. If Caicedo happens a couple of days before Liverpool, doesn't matter. I think it does. I think it's crucial that not having Caicedo around in the preseason is actually very, very crucial. Oryx, thank you so much for the super chat. Juve fans protesting outside stadium on no Lukaku. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know how this brother Lukaku is actually even contemplating going to Juventus when he's been racially abused by those fans. It's mad. He's got no morals. Absolutely no morals. Damon, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. We all want Caicedo, but not for 100 million. How much do we... Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how much do we want Caicedo for? Can you guys put a price tag? Price, like a figure. Can over 530 people live right now, can you each put a price? How much you think is reasonable to pay? I want to see what the ballpark idea is from you guys. President Jafar, thank you so much for the super chat. 100 million Caicedo or 50 million Lavia. Look, I think, once again, Lavia, still a very good player, but inexperienced to a certain degree, man. I'd still go with 100 million Caicedo, if I'm being absolutely honest. All right. A lot of people are saying 85 to 90 million, 85 million max, 75 plus 10, 75 plus 5, 80 plus 5. I think predominantly people are saying about 80 plus 5, 85 to 90, yeah. 85 to 90 mil. Yeah, a lot of you guys are saying 85 to 90, 60 plus 10. That might have been a long time back, but not now. Sam Valor, thank you so much for the super chat. If we get Caicedo, I think RJ will drift into midfield as well and have Gusto at right back. What do you think about that setup if we get Caicedo? Okay, so look, I guess if we don't, we could potentially think about Reece James might need to evolve his game a little bit. Reece James might need to start thinking about playing in defensive midfield. I agree. Just for his, future health purpose as well. I don't think he can last going up and down on that flank on the right side. And now that we have Malo Gusto, maybe that is potentially an idea. We'll see. We'll see if Pochettino is thinking that way. But yeah, man, that could potentially be an idea indeed. But yeah, a majority of you guys are saying about 85 to 5 million add-ons. There you go. DJ Salvas said the same thing as well. I think that seems to be the price tag. Sad and Adam, ESPN has an agenda against Chelsea. Ignore them. When I called them out, they blocked me. Fair enough. Ryan, sick of every damn incoming and outgoing transfers being difficult with this club. For F's sake, now we start the season with an incomplete and mid-roster. Yeah, it is definitely an incomplete roster for the midfield side of things. Miz, do you want another midfielder as well as Caicedo? And if so, who would you like? Yeah, I do actually. And I wouldn't mind getting Ryan Shirky as a sort of like a backup to Nkunku and someone who can, get those minutes off the bench and then at times maybe even start alongside Nkunku. So I think Ryan Shirky had a very good start with Lyon last season. He played in excess of 30 plus games and he's done well. So I think that might be in line. We might be in line for that. Depot, 80 million up front and 5 to 10 million in add-ons. That is 85, 90 million max. I think that seems to be the reasonable price. Limit is saying 75 plus 10, 85. See, 75, I don't think we'll get there. I think if you give them 80 million minimum plus 10 million in add-ons, I think that could potentially do the trick. Dominic Miz, do you think Caicedo is going to feature in the game of Brighton? Nah, do you know what? I think we have Wrexham first, right? We've got Wrexham first, and then we've got Brighton. Oh, my days. So Brighton, I think, is next weekend, the coming weekend. We play Brighton in the weekend. If Brighton's not a Chelsea player, I fully expect him to start for Brighton. If Caicedo is not a Chelsea player, I fully expect Caicedo to play for Brighton. Wow, that's going to be interesting, isn't it? That will be very interesting. See, this is the thing. I think we need to make this happen now, man. Like, it will look embarrassing. It will look embarrassing if Caicedo's, facing us, and then if he ends up getting an injury, that would be a disaster. That would be an absolute disaster. Ganswood, the friendlies are going to be shown on the Chelsea app. So Fifth Stand app, the website. So you don't need to worry. It'll all be telecasted there. Miz, do you trust Kepa as our starting GK for next season? I don't, but I'm left with no other choice. So we're gonna have to go with that. Shubra exclusive confirmed Caicedo will play Chelsea versus Brighton next week. Yes, that will be some news, man. That will definitely be some news. Phenomenal Finn, aren't we playing Brighton this week? We are. This coming weekend, the next weekend that's coming up, Brighton. We're playing Brighton. We're playing Brighton. It has to be done before then. It really does. It really does need to be done before then. Getting Moses is a big add to the team, but for more than 85 million, I'm out of that deal. If you're at, ladies and gentlemen, okay, realistic question. I see some people saying, if it's X amount of money, then if it's beyond X amount of money, then I'm out. Realistically, if you are out with Caicedo, if you're really out with Caicedo, who are you going for? Realistically, the players that we're linked with, Romeo Lavia, we're not advanced. Arsenal and Liverpool are advanced. Who are we going with? Don't tell me Amrabat either, because we're not linked with him. Man United is. Tell me realistically what we're going to do if it's not Caicedo, because it was Ugarte and we've moved away from Ugarte. Who else are we linked with from midfield? I'm not sure if we're linked with anyone. Honestly speaking, I'm not sure we're linked with anyone. Paulinho, good shout, but we're not linked with him. Kessié, yeah, I saw. Okay, so I saw that we might have been linked with Kessié. This is one name we were linked with. Kessié, we were linked with, yes. But once again, obviously not advanced or anything like that. Ampadu, yeah, maybe. Do you know what? Maybe it's Ampadu. Who knows? He's back. Maybe it is Ampadu. Maybe it is Ampadu. Enzo Lafi, this guy, champions of Europe, brother. Do you realize like he's moved? He's like he literally did a transfer, like literally a couple of weeks ago. He's moved to a different team. So that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Kessié is not a DM. He can play as a DM, man. Why isn't he a DM? He can play as a TM. Manu Kone, yeah, Manu Kone we've been linked with. That's someone we've been linked with. Kefren Turam, I think they've categorically said that they don't want to sell Kefren Turam. Yunus Musa are all very good and available. We have had links with them before. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we are somewhat in. This is the thing. We've put all our chips on Caicedo. We've gone all in with Caicedo. We've gone all in with Caicedo. All right. Let's move on to the final piece of the news before we wrap things up, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea have rejected a bid from Fulham for winger Callum Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi is one of the several targets for Fulham as they look to strengthen multiple positions, and it is likely the club could bid again. So hopefully Fulham can come again. This is coming from Simon Johnson of The Athletic. We've already rejected a bid. Yeah, come. Fulham, come with another bid. Come with a new proposed bid. I wonder what the first bid was. But whatever you bid, add another 10 million and come again, and then hopefully we can sell Callum Hudson-Odoi. I wonder if Callum Hudson-Odoi is traveling with the squad. So it'll be interesting to see who has traveled with the squad. That news will drop sometime later today, and then we'll get to see that. But it'll be interesting who is going. So yeah, that's the final bits and piece, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we'll wrap things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed these, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button. We've got well over, nearly at one stage, we have more than 600 people. Smash the like button, guys. Get those likes up to well over 400. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya.